West Ham versus Arsenal, Premier League match reflection through the Cannon lens. So thoughts on the starting lineup, strong starting lineup, same as the team we played against Fulham and Atletico. It's good to build on, consistently team performing well going into this, running. So I was happy to start lineup, thought strong enough team to go out and get this win. So thoughts on the first half. It was a quick start from Arsenal in the first half. In the ninth minute, Declan Rice whips in a corner to the back post. Trossard heads it, keeper makes a save, it comes back out to Trossard. Trossard heads it, hits the crossbar, and then goes out. It's a massive chance early on. And then in the 22nd minute, Rice whips in a lovely, delightful free kick this time. Calafiori heads it, beats the keeper, but then their defender, ex-Arsenal defender, Mavropanos, clears it off the line. But then in the 45th minute, just before half-time, they catch us on the counter on the right-hand side. Bissaka whips in a cross, goes to their striker. Striker heads it, looks like it's going in, but Raya makes a big save just before half-time to keep her at 0-0. Wow, just that moment there made me realise like how alert we need to be defensively, in this game. So that was it, 0-0 at half-time, nothing in it, no goals in the game. So halftime thoughts. I felt we dominated the first half, just didn't take our chances. I did feel the injury to Ben White, sort of disrupted the flow of the game. Obviously, you had to move Rice into right back, and then we brought in Zubimendi, who kind of didn't get into the pace of the game. It was quite an intense, pacey game. Don't think he quite got into it, and that took away Rice in the midfield and that control and dominance. I probably would have went with Mosquera in that right back and kept Rice in there, because he's a leader. We need him in there. So yeah, just thoughts. Up to that point we were in control. Then the game changed. And it just showed us that at the end, they nearly scored. Thanks to Raya made a good save. But I feel that was, alarm bells just to keep us reminded that we need to stay alert going into the second half. And I was just hoping when we get our next chance in the second half, we have to take it. Thoughts on the second half now. In the 69th minute, Rice again whips in another delivery, sort of falls on the floor into the box, and it hits a West Ham defender. And VAR, there was a VAR check, and it was not handball. Makes sense, it did hit his hand, but kind of was soft. What could he do? He was on the floor, he couldn't really move. So I thought they made the right choice with that one. So yeah, no penalty. In the 78th minute, heart in your mouth moment. Their midfielder Fernandez, good link-up play, gets into the box. He's one-on-one with Raya. He shoots. Raya makes a great save. I mean, our Superman to the rescue with a, title-winning save that was. And in the 83rd minute, not too long after that David Raya save, Odegaard with a little bit of, bit of trickery, a bit of silkiness, weaves into the box, sort of lays a nice little assist through to Trossard just on the inside the box. Trossard smashes it into the goal to give us the 1-0 lead. That was a massive goal. Trossard, we like his celebration. He's just a top finisher. Those little fine margins, those fine moments, he's the guy you want to get those shots off, and he made it 1-0 to the Arsenal. The relief when that went in, I tell you, and a great bit of play from Odegaard with the assist. And in the 90th minute, +5, there was 6 added minutes, but in the 90 of +5 added minutes, they get a corner, West Ham corner kick, swung in. They apply a lot of pressure on Raya. The ball sort of falls to Callum Wilson inside the box, who smashes it. I think Rice sort of clears it on. It went past the line, and they gave a goal. It was 1-1, and I was just like a heart in your mouth moment. My heart sunk. I was a broken man at that point. But then, VAR check. The referee went to the VAR monitor and he saw that there was a pressure applied on Raya, but a bit too much pressure. He was actually obstructed. He couldn't really, do anything. So, rightly so, the goal was ruled out, and it was a free kick to Arsenal. Whew. The relief, honestly, that moment there. I mean, the title hung in the balance. Those fine margins right there was the difference today. Luckily today it went in our favour, and we managed to see the game out with a 1-0 win to the Arsenal. Boy, that has to be, in my years of watching football, that has to be the most stressful end to a game I've ever experienced. Yeah, we stay top of the league by 2 points, and we have 2 more cup finals in the league. We have to win both of our games, and we are Premier League champions. Let that sink in. Just 2 more games at home to Burnley and away to Crystal Palace. If we win those 2, we are Premier League champions. Arsenal fans, buckle up and enjoy the ride.